Good day. All right, so reports from the state of Georgia, which I reside in currently. Uh, the State Board of Elections was warned by the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, not to fuck with the election rules this close to the election. Early voting starts on October 15th, a little less than a month ago from now. No, in weird coincidence, why Mark Robinson is burning himself down in North Carolina, and Republicans are probably going to lose that state to Harris and Democrats. Today, the Georgia State Election Board, that has 3 Trumpers on it, appointed by Brian Kemp. Remember that, Brian? Your fingerprints are all over this motherfucker. Voted 3-2 to make sure before a county certifies elections, they have to hand count every vote to match the machine vote. This is how you vote in Georgia. You go in, you ID yourself. They give you a card, electronic card, unique. You walk to the machine, you put it in, a ballot pops up because it's unique with your number. You fill out your ballot. You finish. A printout comes out. A printout comes out of what you did, and then you walk to a little machine where precinct workers waiting, a little box, and like a copier in reverse, you put it in and it goes whoosh in, face down. So that's your ballot. That's your paper ballot, and then your electronic ballot. Totally secure. No one sees it. No one sees what's going on. It's double checked. Now, the only reason you come a hand count is like what we had before. If one candidate wants a recount and pays for the recount. So 2 things. 1, time. This will force precincts or force counties to spend more time in pushing back the certification, which has to be done by a certain date, and money. There's no... See, the thing about it is you do a law like that, but money comes from the legislature to do such actions, but you didn't designate any money to that. And so now, Brett Raffensperger yesterday has sent out warnings from the Georgia AG that you can't do this. So the onus now is on the Secretary of State and the Georgia AG and Brian Kemp to say no. Step on this. Stop it. Because if you don't, that tells you where you're at. This is all trying to protect Trump because the internal polls here knows Trump is fucked. Trump is fucked in Georgia. Kamala Harris in about an hour is going to be in Atlanta, and she is rocking and rolling, and they know it. And so they are doing everything they can to stop it. And we're not. That's not. I'm going to sidetrack real quick. Oklahoma was trending toward Harris, and the governor suddenly purged 2.5 million people off the ballot. Just purged. No reason, just did it. Now all those people have to go find and re-register just before. Republicans are desperate and they're going to cheat, and they're doing it now. So this is on Brad Raffensperger, the Georgia AG, and Brian Kemp. You've been talking shit. You've been held up as all kinds of heroes from 2020, but you showed your true mettle when you let the legislature pass these fucked up laws, and you appointed these election suppression laws, and then you appointed these 3 Trumpicans onto the election board, knowing this would happen, and now feigning, oh, well, go fuck yourself, Brian. We know you're smarter than that. So I need them to make a move, or I'm calling out to Mark Elias and his people with Democracy Docket, the Georgia Democratic Party. Fucking file suit now. This is illegal. They're trying to prevent the lawful certification of the election, which usually is just perfunctory. It's only gotten fucked because Donald Trump is a whining little bitch and couldn't stand losing. Simple as that. And so do something about it. Speaking of doing something, we all know, and as we saw on the Oprah interview or special with Kamala Harris, about Miss Thurman and her death and the circumstances behind it. And her parents were there. It was moving. It was sad. It was unnecessary. We found out about another death with a woman who was too afraid to go to a Georgia doctor because she had lupus and was pregnant, and she was afraid that the police would come get her. So she died unnecessarily due to abortion bans in the state of Georgia. Marjorie Taylor Greene responded to that by saying Kamala Harris is wrong. The law did not kill her. The abortion pills killed her, and it's her fault. The victim's fault. In her district, there's a man named Sean Harris running against her. Former Brigadier General of the Army, a local farmer. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the information. I should have looked it up. Find him. Find his campaign. Donate to it. Push it. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene tells you everything that the Republican Party thinks of women. To say what she did is not even heinous. I can't even describe it. So his name, Sean Harris. Find his campaign. Donate to his campaign. Let's get this person out of Congress. Because anyone who blames the victim for an unnecessary death is not worthy to sit in Congress. Is not worthy. Is not worthy. All right. Keep the faith. To my brethren in Georgia and sisters, we are going to still vote. I'm going October 15th. We will win this. I don't care what they want to do. We will win this. And we were going to do what we did in 2020 and 2022 and bring sanity back to the state of Georgia. You have a good day.